Right then folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today we've got a beer coming out of Howling Hops, and it is their single hop pale ale number 5, Crush. Now, I know for a fact that, well, I love Crush, and I know that Sam from, Mr. Sam Smalley from Short and Stout Beer Reviews loves Crush, because despite our tastes and our bodies being thousands of miles apart, we're both Commonwealth boys. And we love Commonwealth flavours that aren't quite from the Commonwealth, they're from outside the Commonwealth. Yeah, Crush, which is HBC 586 or whatever it is, that I'm pretty sure it's 586. I'm 98.2% sure it's 586. I've read it many a time, but ale blurs the mind slightly. Yeah, so HBC 586, now of course called Crush. It's almost like a blend of Talus and I can't remember what other hop it was now, in fact, that actually developed Crush. But I'll have to do some series on what hops developed other hops, because, you know, I'm pretty sure that Matwaka came from SARS, which is nuts. But I heard that from a hop merchant about a year ago or something like that. But yeah, Howling Hops single hop pale number 5, 4.8% ABV, so nice sessionable sort of ABV. Well, you know, lower ABV at least. Unfiltered, unpasteurised. Hops love fridges, which this is where this is sat for the past couple of weeks now. Thanks for choosing the good stuff. Brewed and canned with love and care. Howling Hops, Queen's Yard, Hackney Wick, London, E95EN. Obviously, Howling Hops, for me at least, have had a relatively new rebrand. Well, they have had a new rebrand, but I haven't seen this design for, well, before, other than the more recent reviews I've done. Our much loved soft and juicy pale ale base allows for a different hop to shine each time. For number 5 in the series, we showcase Crush, bursting with peach, mango and citrus. Single hop series, showcasing and celebrating individual hop varieties. I absolutely love smash beers. Obviously it's not quite a smash beer, but a single hop beer. So obviously just a good solid pale ale base, and then they've just single hopped it on top of that. But I love a smash beer at the same time, you know. Single malt and single hop is smash. But yeah, let's see what this is like. I've thrown it around enough, trying to disturb any sediment that there might be. Put it in the glass. Howling Hops kind of like one of those old school breweries that, well, I say old school, older craft breweries that, you know, went quite decent, you know, early days, and then you didn't get hold of any of their stuff for ages, because they're literally just selling to the tank farm and then places around London, and they're still not really pushing their stuff out of London that much, but they seem to still exist because they're, you know, happy with what they are. They don't want to push too far. You know, there's so many breweries in the UK recently that have expanded far too quickly, far too much, far too quickly. You know, you think of Magic Rock, that's died to death now. 4 Pure, that was out of London, of course. That is somehow still existing, but that's because they're doing a lot of contract brewing on that site. And I'm not sure who is contract brewing on that site, but I know for a bit of time Magic Rock were contract brewing on that site, but now Magic Rock can no longer exist. I'm sure someone else is contract brewing there. Well, I'm not saying others, but there are plenty of others who have gone and have fallen by the wayside. North still exist in some form at the minute. But they expanded extremely quickly, spent a lot of money during lockdown, and now kind of don't really exist that much. So, just nice and steady, and that seems to be the way. But yeah, back on the beer. Other than talking about other breweries and random rubbish, this smells pretty good. I'll tell you what this smells, and well, it smells a little bit of mosaic. Obviously there's no mosaic in it, but there's tons of coconut, peachy, passion fruit. And I was going to say it smells a lot like fucking weed, because I smell a big, someone was smoking one at the back garden yesterday, and I was doing a lot of gardening because I was putting the trellis back and tying it up against the wall again, against the wall of the house again, which is a pain in the ass job. It had to be done, but it smells like some stanky doobie vibes, proper stanky, and then a good bit of peach on top of it. It smells really good. It's a right unique sort of aroma that you get on Crush. I didn't expect to get proper stanky vibe weed notes off it, but yeah, we'll dive in. Cheers. It's proper digging peach on that. Yeah. No, I haven't had Crush for a bit of time, but it's big old peach, mango, melon, nice bit of coconut and on the back end as well. Touch of lemoniness as well. I might have my fridge a little touch cold because it does seem to taste a little bit cold, but I think the pale ale base of the beer is a little bit thin, and it could do with being weighted up a touch, like just put it on 5%, add a little bit more oats, maybe a little touch more dextrin malt, so it's a proper solid pale ale malt base. And I'd probably even whack an extra 5 kg of T90 or something like that in it on back end, because I think it's a good example of showcasing the style, but it could just be a little bit more because I already know that I love hops, the hop that's actually involved in this, and also maybe say tweak down the chalkiness is probably a touch too high, tweak that down a touch. And this is all in the goal of making it a little bit sweeter, because it's quite dry, I'd say. It's quite dry. It could do with being a little bit sweeter and drop down that kind of chalky note, which obviously the chalky note always encourages you to drink more of it. But just increase that sweetness, just a fraction. And you do that by dropping the chalkiness by a touch. And then it'll make it a little bit more drinkable, because it's drinkable enough, but to make it more sessional to the point you could session the absolute arse off it. That's me picking apart a beer in too much detail, perhaps, but pretty damn solid. Pretty damn solid other than that. Howling hops, the single hop pale number 5 Crush. I think it fits alongside the other one I had the other day from Howling Hops. I can't remember whether I reviewed it or not, but the hop game is good, but I think a blend of the water chem and the malt side of things need a bit of work, but decent enough nonetheless. And because it's HPC 586 or Crush, it's going to go down very, very well. Anyway, see you next one.